Day 1 of our 5-day trip. Down the Bright Angel. Oh, this is going on YouTube.
Are we there yet?
No.
Stop.
So we've gone 1.5 miles. We're at the 1.5 mile rest house where there's running water.
Are we there yet?
Descending down. Ooh, that's kind of bright there. We've got 3.2 more miles to go to get to the Indian Garden Campground.
Lunkin Kabunkin.
Lunkin Kabunkin. That's the potty stop over there at 1 mile rest house. 1.5 mile rest house.
That's me. Or anything there. You snap it.
Well, we got about 15 minutes maybe left on the approach into Bright Angel Gardens here. Sorry, Indian Gardens, where we're camping tonight. There's the family right ahead. We're down in that grove of trees. You can kind of see some treetops right about over in here, I think, is where the trees are. And where it's a nice oasis. Creek running through it. Site where there used to be all kinds of gardens for Native Americans. And here we are at Indian Gardens. 4.7 miles from the rim, south rim. Dropped in elevation approximately at least 3,000 feet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's good to see. Oh.
Sorry.
As you can see, there's a few campsites here. This is one of the corridor trails. Main campgrounds. In the canyon, you still have to get a permit. And today we are leaving Indian Gardens.
Marcus, can you pass me this?
Making the 2.8 mile trip over to Horn Creek. Getting our packs on after a morning of packing up.
It's not 20 miles.
2.8 miles. You're right.
You said 20 miles.
Oh, 2.8. Same thing. 20, 2.8.
No.
What are you looking forward to today, Ruby?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing.
Boring.
Boring stuff. It's good to look forward to boring stuff. Looking good with that pack on, Ruby. All right. Indian Gardens is kind of the day use area where a lot of people on their day hikes come through. There comes Vaughn. We're about ready to start our hike.
Take a picture anyways.
The cool thing about hiking over to the Tonto, the cool thing about hiking over to Horn Creek today is that we're almost entirely on the Tonto Trail. Most trails go up and down the canyon, but the Tonto Trail is the one that goes across canyon. It's a great trail. The unfortunate part about the Tonto Trail is you're in the sun the whole time, and it's kind of a warm day. High, gonna be 80, but it feels hotter because the sun's pretty intense.
And they're screaming.
You should have brought a GoPro if you're gonna film.
And here we are at Horn Creek. This is kind of the peak campsite of the trip because we're the only ones here. We get this place all to ourselves. That's where we're gonna actually set up camp. Right now we're going to go exploring down creek. You can kind of see some of the canyon walls here. We're kind of tucked back into one of the ravines. And let's see, and then you can kind of see out of the canyon there, and here we go. We're going to go down here and do some exploring down Horn Creek. Well, we're about to have dinner here at Horn Creek. Tonight's meal is, looks like Thai curry, shepherd's potato stew with beef, and classic mac and cheese. Dehydrated meals, just add some boiling water. Golly. We'll edit that out, Ruby, don't worry. We're at Horn Creek. The Grand Canyon, there's our site. our camp, our location, the tent. And here's our little side canyon that we're in of the Grand Canyon. Not much water flowing, which is good because it's radioactive water. There's an abandoned uranium mine up high that makes this water radioactive, so they say don't drink it unless it's life or death. So we had to carry extra water in. I had a bag with an extra 2 gallons in it, which is basically a little more than 2 gallons, so it's 19 pounds of additional weight on the back.
Nobody cares.
Waking up to a glorious morning at Horn Creek. Beautiful day in the Grand Canyon. Temp is maybe like 55 degrees. No wind. Apparently there's some California condors nesting up there, but we never saw them. There's our tent down there. Miles teasing Parker already. Today we will hike down to Phantom Ranch at the bottom. It's going to be almost an 8-mile hike, mostly flat. A good chunk of downhill, tiny chunk of uphill, which we'll all grumble about because it happens right after you reach the bottom. Just a little edit here. In case you're wondering, where do you go to the bathroom in a place like Horn Creek? Well, they've got these wonderful open-air composting toilets that are just one of the most fabulous places on the planet Earth to relieve yourself after a morning cup of coffee. The views are astounding.
Hi.
Got a big buck passing through Horn Creek this morning. Look at this fella.
Hi.
Wow. He's totally taking the trail.
Dude.
Although I'm in the middle of the trail, so now he's going to go around us.
Come here. He's out of here.
He out?
Yeah.
Tonto Plateau.
What?
Hello. Tonto Plateau on our return to Indian Garden before heading down to Phantom Ranch. Can we see them? There's Miles. They're stopped over there. Described as a flattish hike in terms of elevation, but it's a series of little ups and downs. So actually, you're climbing and descending, curling in and out of ravines and drainages. But it's a fantastic day on the plateau. Well, here we are. Bottom of the Grand Canyon. We made it. We're at the river. We still got a 2-mile hike to get to the campground for tonight. But we're at the bottom as you can see the Colorado River. I don't know if you can see Miles, Mom, and Parker up there hiking or not. There's Ruby. All right. And we're at the bottom still, making our way over to Bright Angel Campground, which is right by Phantom Ranch. That bridge will cross the Colorado River here, which is running green. Pretty much means that they have not had much rain lately because it's the Little Colorado. When there's recent rains, that contributes all the muddy water and turns it brown. And when there isn't rain, then all the water comes out of the bottom of Lake Powell through Glen Canyon Dam. And so it's very clear, very cold water, and it runs green. So we're here, we're making our way over to Phantom Ranch. The boys and Mom are already over there. Here's Ruby, taking a little break, resting those feet. What a champ. We've probably done about 7.5 miles today. Full backpacks. All right. The Silver Bridge. We'll be there in a moment. I don't think it's possible to tell right now. Nah, they're too small. Miles, Parker, and Yvonne just stepped onto the bridge. The Silver Bridge here crossing the Colorado. They're sort of stepping into the sunlight. I think it's too far away to notice any of that. But they're crossing that bridge right now. And Ruby Girl's doing something you often
Stop.
see in the Grand Canyon. People tending to their feet.
Stop.
One of the hiker's most precious resources while hiking the Grand Canyon. I'll stop. This is our campsite at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Right alongside Bright Angel Creek. Just downstream from the famous Phantom Ranch. It's a lovely year-round flowing stream. Crystal clear, cold water that comes out of Roaring Springs on the north rim supplies all of the water to Canyon Village on the south rim, as well as the available water in the inner canyon. Just a gorgeous morning here. Little mama deer and her baby over there. There's a trail on the other side. The mules usually pass. Parker and I had breakfast up at the canteen. Vaughn, Miles, and Ruby are up there right now having scrambled eggs and bacon and sausage, pancakes, coffee, orange juice. There's the Black Bridge. We're down here at the Colorado River, right near Phantom Creek, Phantom Ranch. That water is moving. This isn't really even a rapid by Colorado River standards. Black Bridge.
For your drying treatment, would you like the fast air dry? crusty. It makes them like actually.
I would like a deep wash.
For drying though, would you like fresh air drying or fast drying?
Fresh air drying.
Okay.
Which is less crusty? Day 5. No. Day 4. We're on day 4 of our 5-day trip. This is our off day. Yeah, it is. It's hard to remember now, isn't it? It's wonderful.
Can you hold this right here?
I know. It's awesome to have a trip so long. You're like, what day is it? Anyways, day 4. This is our off day from hiking, basically.
Alright, so I will start with these.
Okay.
And Parker's going to the washing machine.
Yep, we're
And Niles over there is getting hair. I'm splashing water. And Mom is drinking coffee. Here, well, Yvonne. Whatever her name is.
It tastes better in this mug. My Phantom Rampuccino.
Okay. So this is our off day. We're at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Signing out.
White Angel Campground right by Phantom Ranch.
And signing out.
Not signing out yet. We're hanging out before tomorrow's big hike out all the way to the top. And that's not the top. That's just of the Granite Gorge. That's like maybe 500 feet, not even. We got 5,000 feet to hike out tomorrow. Can't really see, can't really see the top from here. It's just a few thousand feet.
Shall I start with the gloves next?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah, so I didn't mention that it's our off day, so what are we doing? Well, right now we're actually washing some clothes in Bright Angel Creek and making some grass braids. We were down at a beach along the Colorado River a bit earlier. Yeah, there's a couple of grass braids. Okay.
And go to and while you're at it, watching this, go to grassbraids.com and buy your grass braids now.
Righto.
Yeah.
We built a.
Click that subscribe button too while you're
Okay, right.
and that thumbs down button.
Okay. And we built some dams to form some pools here in Bright Angel Creek. Like one over there, and we're hanging by the creek, keeping cool because it's kind of. If you're in the sun, it's toasty, but if you're in the shade, it's just beautiful, just perfect. Shorts and t-shirts, even though it's the middle of October.
Okay, whatever. Signing off.
Okay,
Grand
whatever.
Canyon.
Signing off at the Grand Canyon.
Goodbye.
Day 5, the day we hike out of the canyon. We packed up camp, no tent. We've given our packs to the, set them up for the mules to carry up. And we've just got our packs to haul up for today with our supplies for a hike. We've got 6.5 miles from here to the top on the South Kaibab Trail. There's no water, so we got to carry all the water that we'll drink. We think we can do it in about 5 hours. A year ago, me and the boys did it in 4 hours, so we should be able to do it in 5. It's a little bit bigger group. And it's 7 a.m., so that'll get us up there about lunchtime. So that's making good time. See if we can do it. And we're in the middle of we're early on in our start down the up the South Kaibab Trail. Have to pull over for a little break while a mule train comes by. These guys are hauling stuff to and from Phantom Ranch.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go crazy here. And what? Try up and down position.
Morning. Thank you, you too. Morning. Sure-footed creature is the mule. They don't really do horses here in the canyon. It's almost always mules for the sure-footedness. Year-round, they're hauling stuff down to Phantom Ranch on a daily basis.
Honey, do they do across the bridge?
Kindly the first time, please start motivating. You see how hard it is coming up these hills for these mules. They are pulling and straining muscles non-stop going up here. So, please motivate them so they get a rest break as long as these up here do. All right, now that we've been across the bridge twice, yeah, go ahead.
Can you motivate them on the rough spots?
Who? The mules. Yes, you can. You can motivate them non-stop. Going downhill, uphill, sideways, it don't matter.
Michelle,
They
if
are
you
so
motivate
sure-footed,
earlier,
they will go.
she's not going to try. You need to, if
My
you
cinch
keep up.
popped off. That's why I was sliding back. Skipping a little.
Part of the South Kaibab Trail. One of the many incredible views. On our ascent out to South Kaibab, we've gone 2.7 miles. We are at the tip-off, which is a popular resting spot with bathrooms. Nice, fantastic view from, of course, the Tonto Plateau. And there's the bathroom house. And we still need to get to the top way up over there. And we've got about 3.8 miles to go. I'm thinking a couple hours, 2 to 3 hours.
4 miles to go.
About halfway out of the canyon here at Skeleton Point. Oh my God.
Stop.
South Kaibab Trail, Skeleton Point. I already went around Skeleton Point. Big old drop off. Whoo-wee. Several hundred feet. Trail's only about 10 feet wide. We're all good. We're about halfway, a little over halfway up in elevation, a little over halfway in distance, so we probably got about 3 miles to go.
And we almost have Wi-Fi.
Oh, and we almost have Wi-Fi.
And we are
Cedar Point on the South Kaibab Trail. We're about a mile from the top. About to finish our 5-day backpacking trip. A lot of people come down here from the top for just a day hike. Pretty good views, nice hike, great trail. We made it.
Oh, that's a long thing.
We're at the top of the South Kaibab Trail. Out of the canyon. Shut up. Oh my God. What do you think, Ruby? Stop. Oh my God.
Shut up.
Jeez, rude.